Okay, another really important beginner concept that students absolutely have to master before you get to your blue belt, an introductory lesson that students need to learn that, isn't sexy, isn't fun, isn't beautiful to watch, is learning how to trap the arm and bridge out of the mount and mastering this. Okay, it becomes something, actually now, to be honest with you, now when I roll with people, especially new people, if I'm rolling with somebody and it's one of their first times rolling, I let them mount me. Okay, I let them mount me to practice this because I truly enjoy doing this move. But when I was like new to jiu-jitsu, I remember I was so bored of this move. I was like, I get it, block the mount, trap the arm and bridge. But you need to stay disciplined with this move. You need to practice it often. You need to be able to do this move if you're like half awake. You need to be able to do this move if you're half knocked out. Okay, so it's something you're going to want to practice all the time. So go ahead and mount me. The idea is being mounted and trapping the opponent's arm like that. Okay, there's a number of ways to do it. You can overhook the arm like this. Okay, and do the same thing. And I've even hurt people's wrists by doing this before. Where if I overhook the arm and I bridge toward that, their wrist gets stuck there and their hand will get bent. Okay, it doesn't matter how you do it. Okay, let's say go back to side like you were. Go back to side mount. Right. When they mount over me when they move into mount, go for it. Move into mount. And I trap his arm, bring it across my head and down into the middle of my chest there. Okay. Now you want to cover the foot and hit a bridge and come on top here. Okay, come back. The other thing this does is if you trap the arm and don't cover the foot, what'll happen is you'll bridge and their foot will step up so they don't fall. Like put that foot up on the ground like that. And this will be your chance to recover half guard. Okay? So if you're in the mount, you need to memorize trapping the opponent's arm like that. Right? If their hands are posted here like this, okay, you can overhook and hold the head and bridge up and over. You see how that hurt his hand? See how he pulled his hand out of there? Right? So that's something you can either be careful with or don't care about. All right, maybe you want to hurt the person's wrist. Okay, maybe they're a new student and you don't want to hurt their wrist. Right? Either way, I think it's superior to try to find their arm down the middle of your chest like this. Whether you're holding it this way, although I feel like this is a better version of it, where my crossed arm is holding his wrist, not the same side. Okay? Yeah. Well, and holding this tight. And if he sits up with it, I can sit up and bring him back down with it. I bring him down here with this. This has to be solid. Okay, solid arm strength here. Cover the foot, and bridge. Right, let's see the other side. Rotate here. He's trapping the arm. Wow, if he's hugging my head like this, is that I can push my head out here and trap his arm like that. Look at that again. If he's hugging my head, right, is I escape my head by pushing on his armpit there, bring my head here, and now my arms start climbing up and bringing his forearm into the middle of my chest, right, and keeping it tight, okay? I can even hold it with one arm and hug his head with the other arm, and now bridge them up and over, right? I trap the arm, hold it, hold his head, bridge, and get up into their guard, okay? One of the most fundamental movements in jiu-jitsu. You absolutely need to have that mastered before you get your blue belt in jiu-jitsu.